Today we have literally the Holy Grail of guitars. This is the Dean USA Dave Mustaine Holy Grail VMNT. There's only 33 of these on the planet. We're going to check out how this thing sounds in cleans, leads, and distortion. So this guitar is loaded with Seymour Duncan Livewire active Dave Mustaine pickups, and they sound just as good as always. They're super, since they're active, they're so responsive. Basically, almost like they're always on overdrive. It's cool. There's like a preamp in it or something. These active pickups. But what I love about these pickups is they're not ceramic. Almost all active pickups are ceramic. But the magnet in these pickups are Alnico 5, like a JB. And that makes sense that Dave specifically would want that magnet because that's what the JB has. He probably didn't want that ceramic magnet sound. In fact, he almost never used a ceramic magnet. But one of the famous ones he did use was the Bill Lawrence pickup, and that was definitely a ceramic magnet. Something kind of cool that they did with the serial numbers was they did each year that Megadeth was around at the time. It was 33 years, so it just went with whatever year. So sometimes the guitar would land on a year that was an album, which is pretty cool. This thing has pretty decent sustain. Super reliable. So live, I noticed live, like it can be a little bit of a hot rod, so it's good to maybe put some sort of noise gate around. But like if you have to pause, you might just hear like massive feedback unless you have a noise gate. But I think it's minimized. It's not a big deal. Some people might end up switching the pickups to the passive Seymour Duncan thrash factor. That's a great pickup. You got to change out your pots too, though. But that's not a bad way to go either. But yeah, obviously something like this, I'm gonna keep it original. It's amazing, and it doesn't need anything. When Dave helped design that case, he was just telling them to think Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's pretty cool. Most of the USA Deans that I've owned, I haven't really had problems with them. And I'm glad. It would be pretty heartbreaking to have something wrong with something like this. It's such a premium instrument, and it's very comfortable. They are slightly different from each other, the ones made in Korea and the ones in USA. They hold up between each other pretty decent, though, like on feel, and definitely sound. But if you're a huge Dean fan, maybe even huge Dean and Dave Mustaine fan, huge Megadeth fan, I would absolutely encourage to get at least the Korea-made ones. And if you are fortunate enough to get a hold of it, one of the USA models, then great. I think it'd be a great decision. Being a huge Megadeth fan, being a huge Dave Mustaine fan, this is a guitar that I absolutely wanted to get if I could get a hold of one. And yeah, I'm very grateful for it. I've just been enjoying it here and there, like when I can. As a fan and as a player, I'm just going to enjoy it and play it. This thing I don't want it to just sit. It's not a museum piece. This area right here, it's a war zone. These are just a staple in time of when they were making really cool Deans. I'm excited to see what future guitars are with Dean, but I absolutely love those made in Korea Deans and the USA ones. Thank you.